We are here with Super Bowl champion coach Brian Billick, newest member of the ASU coaching staff. And coach, thanks so much for joining us. And just curious, you've been in the broadcast booth the past couple of years. What was it about this particular program that made you want to get back into coaching?
Well, it's the individuals involved. Ray Anderson, the athletic director, I've known Ray for 30 some odd years, was my agent and lawyer for a long time before he had gone to the league office and then on to ASU. Marvin Lewis, obviously, is there. I know Herm since my San Diego State days in 1980. So it's the people involved. And when they approached me about it, I hadn't really thought about getting back into the coaching in that regard, but the way they laid it out and thought where I could help and what they were looking for just sounded like a good fit. I had coached the Hula Bowl earlier in the month. My brother-in-law, Mike Smith, was the one coach, I was the other, and really enjoyed being around the kids and really, recognized how much I missed that. And so I'm looking forward to kind of getting integrated in the system, lend whatever perspective and expertise I can, mostly with the coaches, but obviously I'll be working with the players as well and looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Now, in this role, you can't have any on-field coaching, but as you said, provide some perspective to the coaches and the players. Where do you feel like you could help this team the most?
Well, it's all about the process. At the end of the day, it's not like I'm going to come in and have all these magic plays or protections or routes, because the fact of the matter is, whether it's a college game or a pro game, everybody's kind of doing the same thing, really. It really is about the process. It's teaching sequence. It's about how you're conceiving the offense, how you're communicating it, how you're implementing it, how you're practicing it, and then how it shows up on game day. It is that process. And that's where I think I can maybe be of help to the offensive side, lend that perspective in terms of that progression, in terms of conceptualizing what you're doing. And it's all about platforming the abilities of the players that you have. It's not, you want to make sure you're not, shoving a square peg into a round hole. It's about implementing an offense that best suits the players and the abilities that they have. And that's where I can lend my expertise.
So it's been about a month since this idea was introduced to you. How familiar do you feel like you are with this current roster right now?
Well, that's job one for me right now. Having just been named, I'm going to be down there this weekend and begin that. I need to do an exhaustive film study I've seen one game. I saw the bowl game against Wisconsin, but I need to get into the weeds a little bit, get into the film, look at the talent they have, anticipating what they've got coming in as well, and really getting to know the coaches. It's as much about coaching coaches as it is players in setting up that process that we're talking about and recognizing that what I can do to help them to recognize what process they can put in place to deal with players.
You've had a close eye on the NFL for years and years and years now, but with Arizona State, what is the outsider or NFL perspective of that program and the type of players that they produce and move on to the NFL?
Well, this is a talented team, and I've said, given my experiences since I left coaching, both doing games for the Fox network in the NFL and then getting ready, doing programs for the NFL network, including getting ready for the draft. So, when I was doing games for Fox, every Friday I'm sitting in a different facility, watching practice, sitting in meetings, and it broadened my perspective, because being unattached to a team, you can have kind of a broader view of, but what works and what teams are doing and how they work, and then obviously keeping up with the college game by way of getting ready for the draft and looking at the players and seeing what's going on in college ball and the transition that's going on in there. This is a talented football team. Daniels, the quarterback, is a really good young quarterback. That whatever I can do to help bring a process to him to help maybe narrow his focus a little bit, make sure we're wrapping the right things around him to utilize his unique talents. And having done that, looking at the college game over the last 12 years, getting ready for the draft, has been very, like I said, it's broadened my view, and hopefully I can bring some of those experiences to bear at Arizona State and help tailor make an offense that suits the specific abilities of the players at ASU.